What's the difference and how to tell the difference between someone being borderline personality and narcissistic personality types? The first thing I'll say is typically a narcissist is in a defensive state. It's a self defense mechanism where the inner child is essentially dead while externalizing this grandiose, fake, mask wearing, damaging, um, just, you know, perfect, this fake, perfect person that will stop at nothing to get their needs met, and is usually more destructive, while as a borderline personality, the framing I'd look at that is it's almost like closer to like a vulnerable narcissist. I don't even know if that's, I don't really subscribe to that, in that they are vulnerable. Like they are very emotional people that often are damaged by these narcissists, but it manifests in a different way. It's a lot more closely correlated to like PTSD symptoms, and the emotional inconsistencies is more of a thing with BPD, in that they're trying to, they switch back and forth because in an environment where you never knew what was going to happen, and you had to be able to change back and forth at a moment's notice. So it creates an individual that is very unstable. And although certain traits are similar, the way they manifest are different, i.e., or for example, um, attention seeking, and what a person, and abandonment issues. Like these are both in narcissistic, they're both there's a lot of similarities, right? But it's the way it manifests is the way I describe it. So the way I look at it is, the narcissist has no way of seeing, no empathy, no way of seeing. That's the big one. That's the biggest one, is the empathy. I think a narcissist at its at their worst has zero empathy. It's all feigned. It's not real. While a person with borderline personality, and there's a spectrum with that. That's why there's hope for borderlines. While with straight NPD people, there is no hope. And so I look at one as more curable. One is more but benevolent. Not necessarily, like usually not a sadistic type. It's a person that is severely damaged. Um, and you Google it, is statistically the hardest thing to live with. Um, and yeah, so those are the differences. That's the way I see it. Um, and borderline has a lot of remission. The way it seems is, a stable environment with a lot of healing can really uh, keep these people's symptoms at bay, while as a narcissist is essentially parasitic in their way of looking at the world. So have a good one, guys.